Hello guys, so in today's video we are going to be doing this look, and this is a recreation of a Mmmitchell look. I saw this on his Instagram and I was obsessed, so I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna try and have a little bit of a recreate. I think you can tell by the smile on my face how I think this is looking. I am honestly in love with it. If you want to see how I got this look, then please do just keep watching. If you could just like, subscribe, that would really help me out, and I think it's time to get into the video. So as you can see, the first eye is done. I really like this, guys. Like, I'm excited to do this eye now. So first of all, I'm gonna go in with the P. Louise base in shade Rumour 2, and that's to just cut the brow and have a nice sticky base with these shadows that are going to go on. So really just working that base into my brush, so then I've got a really lovely thin tip, and then just going to go in and cut underneath the brow. And making sure to go all the way out over here. And then also down so then I can have that base all over here, so I know that I can go right out with my shadow like I have on this side. I also go up here too, just so then everything is the same texture, same colour. I've got a nice blank canvas to work from. But with those edges, just running my finger just to make sure that there's no thick bits of base around the outer edge, because that will interfere with my foundation. And then just patting it on all over that lid. So I've put that base down, and then I've just gone over and put some sellotape on, just so I can get this lovely straight edge, but also because it's so satisfying once you have the removal. So the palette that I'm going to be using today is the Made by Mmmitchell Feet on the Ground palette. So it's these lovely muted greeny earthy tones, and first up we're going to go in with this colour here, which is called Board in the House. So it's not quite black, it's like a mucky grey, dark grey. And I'm taking this on a really tiny blending brush. This is the P. Louise 143 brush, and that is this colour here. So I'm going to start just above my natural crease in my eye, and I'm just wanting to put this colour down first of all to get the shape that I am after. So starting at the natural crease just above there, going around to follow the curve of my eye, and then swooping back up and bringing it out. So as you can see, that's what we've done here. We're just doing the same over this side. And I'm only bringing it to pretty much the centre of my eye. So it needs to go down here and then across. So what I'm doing is just using very small circular movements. And I'm also making sure not to press too hard, so the pressure is just this. There's no bend to my brush, it's just lightly swirling. Just something like that. But I am going to make sure that I take my brush, wipe it off on my makeup flannel, and then just buff out any edges and bring that shadow out. Just so we've got a lovely blended edge to work with when I go in with the next colour. And what I am going to do though is just make sure that this here at this out corner, this colour is nice and deep. So that's where I want this depth to come from. Then the next colour I'm going in with is this shade here, which is called Ground. This is another tiny blending brush. This is the P. Louise 124. This is a lovely sort of light clay colour. And this is going right here into that front curve of my eye, bringing it towards my nose. So it's going here, blending on that edge where that first shade was, and then also above on that blended edge too. So this shade is going to act as the connection of this to my nose, and then this is also being used up here to just blend out that dark shade into my natural skin tone. Making sure that this tail is not too pigmented, it's just blended out nicely. Taking the pigment off my brush, just wiping it on my makeup flannel, and then making sure that this is buffed into that base for a lovely seamless blend. And just take your time, keep going back over and getting the blend that you are happy with. Now, normally I would go into like my next shade, but with this look, I just really wanted to take my time. So I'm actually going to go back into that first shade, Bored in the House. And I'm just going to make sure that I'm happy with this here, because we have lost that colour just a smidge. So going back over and making sure that I am in fact happy with that blend. Just making sure that that colour wasn't lost and that everything's seamless. Bringing it inwards slightly, just to make sure that we've got some nice definition in that crease. Sorry, we have an intruder. The dog has come to say hello. Nope, not the makeup brushes, the dog's going. The dog's going. And I also just want to make sure that I've gone far enough down with this colour here. As you can see, it comes really quite far down and I haven't really done it over here, so just going to fix that too. I'm even going to bring it right down here. You can't see, but I actually did it on this eye. That I have liner on now, but I did take it just down to about here. And I also went in with the black in the palette. Now, I'm not going to hold the palette up because you know what colour black is, but that is just to deepen up that outer edge too. Just because I want some really nice depth. So for the next bit, I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is called Off-Roading, and it's just a sort of mud brown. And that, you can't really see it on this side, but I did go in on that eye, so I am going to do it on this eye too. And that is just going here. Just as a sort of transition between the black and this yellow that we are going to put on real soon. So just curving it up here slightly and here, just to act as a transition, nothing major. It's just I did it on this side, so I may as well do it on that eye. So to do this cut crease, I'm going in with the P. Louise coloured base in Yummy Yellow, which is just lovely pastel sort of yellow. And I'm taking this on a flat brush, coating both sides like I normally do, just to get a nice thin tip. And then I'm just going and stamping out the cut. Now, it's not going to turn out to be a really sharp cut crease. I do go out and blur the edges, but to just draw it out, I'm going to use the edge of the brush and just draw. And because I have a fold in my crease, obviously I go a lot higher than my crease because I want you to be able to actually see the colour on the lid even if I've got my eyes open. So you don't have to be too precious with like your actual cutting over this bit because it does just get blended out, but just make sure that your sort of height is correct. And then what I did was just wiped that base off that brush, and all I did was just sort of tap over the edges and just blur them. Just blur out those edges so that it's a nice soft cut instead of a sharp cut crease. If you get too much on your brush after patting, you just wipe it back off on your flannel and continue. There we have it, just nice, quick, easy. So then to colour up that cut, we're going in with this shade here, which is called Chemtrail. I'm just going to pat that over that wet base. Just tapping it on. So then once you are happy with that, I'm going to go back in with that muddy brown, and this is where I just begin to blend. So just soft, barely touching the lid. And then going back in with a bit of the black and just making sure that that brown is blended. If you want to go back in and blend any more colours out, like I'm just going to go back in with this ground shade and just blend, keep on blending to make sure that I'm happy with everything. So playing about with the shadows is all done. Next is eyeliner, so I'm going to do the black first. So the liner starts right at the front of the eye. Just for reference, this is the KVD Beauty Tattoo Liner in the shade Trooper Black. And it is going to be a pretty thick liner for this look. And it does need to go quite far up as well, to about here, I'd say. So eyeliner is done. Last bit is just this yellow liner. So using the Suva UV Taffies, and we're going in with this yellow shade, which is Cuddle Cake. And this is water activated, so you literally just dip your brush, and it comes with the brush as well, a really, really tiny liner brush. It's here. So you just go in with your water, activate it. You can roll it round in the sort of paste that the liner makes, so then you can have a really sharp tip. And then what I did was run this line from the black liner up and then from my eye round. So this is going to be not a lot of talking. And the key to this is just literally taking your time. Don't rush, steady hand, let it fly. I've done my utmost to get those as symmetrical as possible. No, they are not symmetrical, but it's okay because I'll just take my photos like this. so it's fine. But I did want to come on for the big reveal, so let's do it. Yes, we love it, don't we? We love it. So I am just going to shoot off, do the rest of my makeup, and then I will be back with the final look. So guys, here is the finished look. I am honestly in love with this. I didn't realise how much I liked this makeup until I had it on myself. I love the pictures that Mmmitchell had on his Instagram, but this, like, in real life is just so stunning. Honestly, this eye is gorgeous. I think I would actually wear this out, like, on a reel, because it's just so, it just looks so impressive. I'm in love. If you try to recreate this look or even recreate one of my looks, please do let me know, because I live for this. If you've got to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.